I had someone in this very situation not too long ago. I found that they continued to make threats, and I put them in ag-seg. I put them in segregation, separation. They literally sit in one room for 23 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they get 1 hour to go out. I don't want to have to do this to you, but if I find that you're threatening the witness in this case, I'm going to have to take drastic measure. And that includes putting you in ag-seg. That means they take you out of Gen Pop, put you in this thing, and you're stuck there indefinitely until, all right, good morning, Mr. McCauley.
Hey, sir.
How are you? Shh. So I have you out here because I have a couple things that have been brought to my attention that are quite concerning. I'm not asking you to say anything. I don't want you to say anything, but I want to put something on your radar. I want to do everything in my power to protect my city, my public, and I'm going to do it in every way that I can. I always give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but from what I understand, state is telling me that you have been allegedly making phone calls or threatening the complaining witness. In this case, you're charged with terroristic threat, and I want you to understand that it's a no, don't. I'm not asking much from you. All I'm asking you to do is don't contact this witness. Don't use anyone else to contact this witness. Don't make any threats. I had someone in this very situation not too long ago. I found that they continued to make threats, and I put them in ag-seg. I put them in segregation, separation. They literally sit in one room for 23 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they get 1 hour to go out. I don't want to have to do this to you, but if I find that you're threatening the witness in this case, I'm going to have to take drastic measure. And that includes putting you in ag-seg. That means they take you out of Gen Pop, put you in this thing, and you're stuck there indefinitely until, I guess, either the case is resolved one way or the other. I also understand that your father is also allegedly as well. He's on bond for murder from what I hear. And if they go up there and they start hooting and hollering up there with the felony judge, it's very possible that they take action as well. Just don't. Life is way too short to spend the next years inside a 6x9 box. It's not worth it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Don't make any phone calls. Don't use anyone else. All I'm asking you to do is just don't. You know, if they, from this day forth, if I find that it happens, I will have a hearing to hold you in ag-seg. You have to understand every phone call that is made, any correspondence that is sent, it's all recorded for the entire world to see. There are eyes and ears everywhere. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you want to add anything?
Yes, Judge. So I've been in contact with the complainant. She has told me that in the past, she has gone to the hospital because of him because he's been physically abusive to her. She thought that he was capable of acting on his threat had the police not arrived when they did. The first time I made contact with her, she told me that she had wanted the case to be dropped. And then the next day she called me again and said that the defendant, the witness on the case, who is the defendant's friend, basically ensured that that's what she had told me, that she had wanted the case dropped. And so they have been making contact with her, Judge, the defendant, the friend, and the defendant's father. The complainant is in fear for her life. She feels like she's being harassed and threatened. He has been in communication with her since being in jail. She has blocked the jail calls now. I advised her to file police reports so that we can get all this on paper because, you know, for defense, defense has certain rights as well, Judge. And so, we want to do this formally. I would ask that given the egregiousness of all this and due to the genuine safety concerns that the complainant has, I would ask the defendant not be released from custody.
So from what I see now, and I'm gonna, here, you respond, please.
If I will, Your Honor, right now, he's still currently on bond in this case. And at this point, we have been given no notice of what the actual allegations are. We haven't seen a bond revocation report. We have yet to see any evidence of this other than hearsay from a party that has yet to come to testify to give her own testimony. I believe right now, a revocation of bond is improper.
He's right. I know that, you're standing up for the complaining witness in this case. I understand. But I have to see, right?
Sure.
And number one, has there been a no contact that's been entered in this case anyways?
There were bond conditions. In the bond conditions, he was supposed to have no contact.
Okay,
But we need a MOA, Judge. There's no MOA in place.
I will grant the order for protection now.
And I've spoken to my client. We're in agreement to that.
So-
That's fine.
Just, you're on notice. Eyes, ears everywhere. This is what we do. I don't want to have to do anything to you. I don't want to have to put you in seg. So please, just don't. And just, like I said, life is not worth spending the next couple of years in a box. So you're on bond in this case. I'm not going to revoke your bond now because they've not shown me anything that you have violated other than words, okay? If they show me something, that's different. I'm going to enter in this order for protection now that prohibits you from having contact with her. So don't use anyone else. You understand, Mr. McCollum?
Yes, sir.
So this order for protection now,
Yes, it was signed on 11/7.
I know I'm granting a new one so that it extends it for another 61 days. So that Ms. DeVoe is now a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. Understand, if you continue, it's very possible they file stalking charges on you as well, right? There's a multitude of other charges that can be facing if it continues. You cannot communicate with this person indirectly or in an indirect manner. You cannot use another person to try to communicate with this person. You cannot be in possession of a weapon, go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Just don't communicate. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna have you sign this order for protection.
I have a question, Judge, before we, is there a way to attach the father to it as well so that he doesn't have contact or no? I didn't think there was. I just wanted.
So what I had advised and the appropriate way would be go to the felony court,
Yes.
apprise them of what is going on. They can take the measures if they deem appropriate, how to do that. But you need more than just the words, right?
So we should have the jail calls soon, according to my investigator. I spoke to her about it yesterday. Did you want to set it?
So
And
I would like to, at the minimum though, give him the benefit of the doubt, because I've not spoken to him to let him know the consequence of trying to communicate with her. You're on notice now. They want me to put you in separation now. I'm not going to do it. But if after today, December 4th, 2024, if I find that it continues,
Order in the court.
okay? I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt now, but it's not going to happen again.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We good?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Life's not worth a 6x9 box. There's so many other fish in the sea. This is not your problem. You're on probation. That's what's holding you. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Really?
I understand that. Your Honor.
Okay.
And at this point, Judge, I believe the only thing I have, at least when I looked yesterday, visible to me is an OR. Can we get a regular reset on this? case?
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like the felony is set for January 22nd. Whatever you want, it's yours, whatever you
Thank you,
need. Yeah. All right, Mr. McCauley, we need you to sign the MOA and then good luck, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.